Hi there, I'm David Daniels, and this is my kickoff video for my first ever ride with the annual AIDS Life Cycle. Really excited about this opportunity, so I decided to record this video to share a little bit more about my personal story with you. Since coming out about 10 years ago, I found ways to support causes that improve the quality of life of the community for LGBT individuals. I volunteered, I fundraised, I've even served on boards for nonprofits. Occasionally, I've dabbled in the walks or fun runs efforts, but that's pretty much the extent of my sporting events in terms of fundraising. I spent a few years in the past years admiring the cyclists who take this amazing challenge. For those who don't know, the AIDS Life Cycle is a 545-mile, 6-day journey from San Francisco to LA with over 3,000 cyclists. And to be honest, I never thought I'd be one of the people riding in this ever, but here I am. So I want to tell you a little bit more about that. I recently moved to San Francisco and took up cycling as my primary commute from work in the city. And then, of course, being in the Bay Area, I started exploring the beautiful hills of Marin County and the Bay Area on the weekends. I've even fly my bike to Denver now, where my partner lives, just so I can get some miles in while I'm here, as you probably have seen on my social media channels. So needless to say, the cycle bug has bit me hard. I'm a bit obsessed now. So cycling in the city can be scary and dangerous, and the tough climbs in the Bay Area can be a pretty brutal workout, quite honestly. I'm often exhausted after a 3 or 4 hour ride, but I wouldn't have it either way. With any charity event, there's a fundraising component. So I'd like to share some personal stories with you on why I ride. So first is my passion for cycling, which I just talked about. Cycling has become my personal way of clearing my mind, reminding myself of the most important things in life. I also often lose myself and enter kind of a meditative state, reminding myself to be grateful for the opportunity to live a full and healthy life, regardless of personal setbacks I may encounter in my day-to-day life. Back in August, thanks to an influence of a few amazing friends, I cycled from Seattle to Vancouver, BC. And oftentimes during that ride, it was over 200 miles in 2 days, I kind of entered that meditative state. It got me through the process, and I'm really grateful for it. I'm still a bit shocked that I survived the ride with little to no injuries, but most of all, I'm really grateful to have done it with dear friends. So I'm hoping this new challenge, even though it's a lot longer and a lot more hills to climb, that'll be just as fun, and that I'm looking forward to making even more friends since there's over 3,000 of them. So why this cause in particular may seem like a no-brainer, but here's a little bit more context for you. So participating in a cause that has impacted my life in many ways is something that most people don't think about. I know several people living with HIV, and they're amazing people managing to live full lives despite any of the many stigmas associated with their diagnosis, and constant challenges, healthcare costs, and overcoming hurdles of the pre-existing condition dynamic that we have with our health, concerns here in the U.S. in particular. I also believe that research has advanced, and we're so close to finding a cure for this disease, which I do hope we find. I cannot imagine what it was like losing so many people in the late 70s and 80s to this disease. I'm still a bit floored that our then president and others in elected positions did very little to even acknowledge or even say the name HIV or AIDS, regardless of the impact over hundreds of people, even thousands. Sadly, I've also known a few, too many, who have lost their lives due to complications of HIV. And it sickens me that we still live in a world where people aren't able to afford or have access to the care that they need to live a healthy life. Simply put, I ride to help those living with HIV. I ride to honor the memory of those who have died due to the complications of this disease. And I ride to help find a cure. I ride because it's the right thing to do, quite honestly. So please join me on this journey and help me crush my fundraising goal. I have a goal of raising $5,000 and a stretch goal of $10,000, if not more. I'll be matching the first $500 donated to the cause and plan to send a personal thank you to all who donate. I've also decided to start my own team. The Flaming Saddles is the title, and we'll announce other team members as they join. If you or if you know of others who are joining this ride don't have a team, especially people who are not in the Bay Area, maybe people who are jet setters like myself and kind of live in different cities, or just don't know anyone in their local area, I'd love to add them to our team. So feel free to send the link on my fundraising page to them. So thank you in advance for supporting this cause and for my fundraising efforts. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions or want to know more about this amazing cause and experience. And thanks for listening. Thanks.